All right, YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. Been a minute. Been working on this EFI ACES EFI conversion, and I got everything pretty much to the point to where it runs and drives. It works. Yeah, I don't have any complaints. The system worked. I'm running, I don't know if you probably seen my previous video, but I'm running a spacer, a heat, it's almost like a heat blocker. Spacer, 1/4" spacer right there on mine, and it helped reduce the heat from the ECU, because the ECU is internal to the throttle body. So I chose to run a spacer, and so far I kind of like it. I like the way it dissipates the heat. It helps with the engine temp, the intake manifold temp, in relationship to this EFI throttle body here. But man, I don't have any complaints. What I will tell you, if you're running one of these, the system works. It works fine. It fire right up. It run. I had to tweak a couple of little things to get my IAC. My IAC was running a little high when I first got it running, so I had to tweak my screw up under here to for the butterflies, and I was able to adjust the IAC setting and get it pretty close to where it needs to be. But other than that, it runs. What I will tell you, and ACES Tech, these guys, they'll tell you, be careful with EMI and RFI interference. And what EMI means is electromagnetic interference, and radio frequency interference. Those are a problematic type situation for these type of unit. So all your wires, your ECU, everything that is tied to your ECU and your sensors, route them independently, away from stuff, at least away from spark plug wires, alternator wires, dirty bus. Avoid any dirty bus, starter wire, any dirty bus, and all these things considered dirty bus. Avoid routing your wires and group your wires among these wires, and I think you'll be straight. Quite frankly, I got mine pretty much wired up the way the instructions told me to wire it up. So power and ground directly to your battery, nowhere else. Don't go to your junction block. I got them over there. I got the circuit breaker. Don't put your main power and ground for your ECU. Do not go anywhere except the battery right there, and you'll be fine. And have a good 12 volt key on while cranking, and in run position. Make sure you have a good key 12 volt source to communicate, give this thing the right amount of power. Good battery, of course, but it worked. The system works. I recently, actually, I just did this. I had the truck running, and everything is still pretty hot up under here. But I don't know if you can see that, but I took my throttle rod off and put me a throttle cable on here. It's going right there into the firewall. I just recently did that because with this ACE killshot fusion, this kit versus an Edelbrock 4-barrel 1406 600 CFM carburetor is not the same dimension. That carburetor is a lot wider than this unit. So keep in mind, you may have to do some finagling around here to make some adjustment to get shit to line up, as you want to get your geometry on your TV cable and your throttle cable as precise as possible. No binding, no twisting and carrying on. You want these things to operate freely. So I got that installed, and I just finished testing it out, and I got throttle. It works pretty damn good. So that's my take on it. Ace Killshot Fusion, my EFI, ECU is built into the throttle body, and my injectors, of course, are in there. But just read your instructions. They give you a very, very detailed, in my opinion, a very good instruction manual. Read your instructions. If you're doing one of these, do not take any shortcuts, because you will have problems. This thing is, just follow your instructions. That's basically, I can't stress it enough. Just follow your instructions. And if you do exactly what your instructions tell you to do, you'll be fine. And avoid coil plug wires, plug wires, starter alternator wires. Avoid those things. Do not route your wires from your ECU among those wires. And a good side note, you may want to consider running, you can't see them, it's dark down here, but I'm running resistor spark plugs, and that helps with electromagnetic interference around sensitive wires. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's very important. I think that's what a lot of people have issues with, is the routing of their wiring. Running one of these things, and even in a Harley or a Phytech, an MSD, I think it all applies to every single one of these systems. If you don't consider EMI and RFI interference, and you just route your wires and group them around different wires, alternator and spark plug, etc., I can almost guarantee you're gonna have some problems with your system, because it's gonna have it's gonna give you erratic behavior, and that's not good. So that being said, that's my take on it. The Ace Killshot Fusion, it worked. The kit worked. I'm running the command center here with an electric fuel pump back there, and it's adequate for what I'm doing to maintain 58 PSI to that thing. So far I'm happy with it. I think it just depends on installation, wiring, where you have your wires routed, what you're getting power from. Just all those key elements is very important, very, very important for an EFI system. And I'm still learning, but I looked at a lot of information because I'm new to this. So just read, just research, Google, watch the forum, get on the forum, watch the videos, and so far, I'm happy. I'm gonna drive the heck out of this thing. And I'll be back with some more updates as usual. Sometimes it take me a minute, but I always circle back with a little something. I'll circle back and let y'all know what happens when I get to driving. And I think it's gonna be good. I think we're gonna be all right. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. See you next time.